Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Brits are being idiots and we need to talk about it. In this video, we're going to react to some of the wildest clips of British people not giving this country a good name. Let's get into it. For what reason, sir? Apparently he does this all of the time at this one shop. Do you not have anything else better to do? Like every morning, you need to do this. I don't even know, are these gang signs? He's saying like 4-4. Is it like a football score thing? I don't understand why he's got double fours. What does this mean? I'm so confused here. I don't know if this is like an act of, terror, or he's just trying to, say hello. Or it could be somewhere in between. I really don't know where this guy's priorities lie. All I will say is I think he needs a new hobby. Try paddle, or go to the golfing range, or just, I don't know, sit on a bench. Don't do this. Okay, I don't know if he is sane of mind. I don't even know if he knows what he's doing. Like, if someone tapped him in the afternoon and went, why do you always go to that window and do that? He'd probably be like, what window? Me? Why is the top comment, what's his religion? People are just attaching photos of people with no teeth. That's not very nice. Teeth doesn't come into this, really. If he had teeth, it would be even creepier, in my opinion. Because at least he can use those, right? He can't really use his gums to cause any, he can't use them in menacing ways, basically. I mean, he can, but they're not really effective. I'd rather get chomped on by someone with gums rather than someone with teeth. Anyway, would rather none if I did have the option.
Okay, no, I've got a statement to make here. If you do Marbella right, you're calm. Like, don't get me wrong.
Anywhere.
Their average clubs are nowhere near as good.
You can go anywhere.
I thought that was a skit when he said that, but his mate's reaction was so serious.
If you do Marbella right, you're calm. Like, don't get me wrong.
Anywhere.
His mate's like, yeah, actually, that's a fair point, to be fair. What does that even mean? If you do Marbella right, you're calm. What? Who goes to Marbella and goes, I'm going to do everything wrong here, because this is just what I want with my holiday. I'm going to go to all the worst places on purpose. What does it mean? Also, have you not just collected your GCSE results this weekend? Why is a 15-year-old telling us if I do Marbella all right that I'm calm? What is going on? Can you even go on a plane without getting consent from your parents? If you do Marbella calm, you're all right. What does it mean exactly? Exactly, Alexa Wilkinson. I have no idea. What do you mean?
If you do Marbella right, you're calm.
It's the way that he, grabs the mic and, sits forward as well, as if he's going to say something just really outstanding. Like, this guy has definitely practiced this sentence in the mirror about 10 times before he came on that podcast. And to be fair play to him, he smashed it out the park. Even added a little bit pause before your call. Gotta say, 10 out of 10 performance here. In front of the Jaffa cakes as well, he didn't crumble. In front of the Cadbury's fingers, he didn't crumble. Also, this podcast has some, high tech in here. We've got a full camera rig here with, a tripod, which is worth over 100 quid. We've got a full-on audio interface here. When me and Chloe had our podcast, we didn't even have equipment like this. To be fair, me and Chloe didn't do Marbella right. We haven't even been to Marbella, so, I guess we're just not on this kid's level. How is there literal children that have been to Marbella before I have? Has he spent a week in Benidorm and went to Tiki Beach and the Red Lion, though? I doubt it. So, who's the real winner? I might just start a podcast. Honestly, if you do Benidorm right, honestly, mate, you're calm. If you do it right, you're going to see Sticky Vicky and then, it's going too far here. On the way to court, and I bump into these lot. Do you know what? I actually envy these people. Some people might look at these and go, oh, bunch of idiots. I don't think that. I actually envy them because of how little they care. How little they give a f***. Did you see his little court walk there? I love how they're from the northeast as well, obviously. Off to court. Don't give a f***. Gonna walk up to that judge and tell him to f*** off. Just blasting the tunes, drinking on the way to court, man. This is the goals in life, isn't it? Apart from, as long as it's just a speeding fine, or maybe it's a parking ticket or something. Still serious things, but not if it's murder or anything to do with, children or anything. Right, that's where I'm like, I don't want to be these, obviously. But they just don't care. And he's full of cost tracksuit. Like, he's straight from Green Street. What a blow. What in the kids in bio, but not in custody is going on here? Why are insults on TikTok getting incredibly niche and specific? Like, I see this all the time. It's almost like people are bringing their trauma onto TikTok and directing it specifically at other people.
How bad is it, Lenny?
No, because it's for bikes and wheelchairs.
You what?
It's for bikes and wheelchairs, this is.
Told you before, don't pull them all. If you're a cyclist, why ain't on this weather, why ain't you on the canal tow?
Because we're lazy cyclists.
You what?
We're lazy cyclists.
What?
Do you know people like this actually give the local like areas just some character? Like people like this, not all of them, right? Like there's a lot of people like this that, you know, when they come onto public transport and you're like on the train or the bus, you just kind of keep your head down and really hope they don't sit next to you while they're screaming and that. You're just like, okay, as long as they don't look in my direction, I'm calm. If you do the bus right, you're calm. So she's got a point, to be fair. You've got a bike. Why are you riding the train, you lazy bastard?
Can't be asked.
Well, what's the point of that then?
Well,
You want to get fatter and fatter like a pig?
Welcome to this service.
no
Well,
matter.
you already are,
The
actually.
next
That's why I've got a
station
fucking
is
car as well.
Starbridge Junction.
Where you have to nice today?
None of your business.
This woman is an icon. She's asked about 40 questions about what they're doing. They ask one question back. Well, it's none of your business, though, is it? Oh, it's not question time, though, is it? Oh, question. Shut up.
Where are you off to?
Oh well, love. Right, you kind of ask the same question back when you're not answering it. Honestly, man. Elderly people these days, no respect.
Bewley. Ah, well, I live right next to that.
Oh, you must be loaded then, if you live there.
No, it's a old.
Is it?
Well, when the kids in September, I never wanted any. I did the kids everywhere. Shit. Stable.
Again, I love how she's, you know, opening up about, you know, her personal life, about how she never wanted kids, but she had some, and then she's going into detail here. But she drew the line at telling them what she's up to today. I respect that. Everyone has their own boundaries. This is just, you know, really nice to see that boundaries are still intact in the modern world. Ladies, be really honest right now, okay? Like, be for real. You're in the club. This guy does this dance to you. What happens? Are you literally, like, just handing him your phone just to get his number? Like, what are you doing? If he walks up to you like this, right now, answer in the comments. I need to know. Is he good or not? I don't know. I don't think he is. I was going to praise his dance moves. I don't actually think he is good. No, I don't think the dance moves, you know, coming from obviously a seasoned professional here, I don't think the dance moves are... I think he'd be voted out in the first week of Strictly, if I'm being honest with you. This must be one of the scariest moments to be like a girl in a nightclub. Especially like, you know, nightclubs where, you know, it's a very mixture of ages, because you often see like older men will try and, you know, if they're single, will try and like think they can pull like younger lasses, and it must just be so awkward. I can't imagine what that is like for a girl. Like, you just looking at your mates like, oh, please not me. Some people are too comfortable on the internet. Right, I know I've cried a couple of times on the internet, okay? Right? Hands up, throw away the key. But this is too far. I get blown from soft. Sir, I could have died without that information. I don't need to know that. Why would I want to know that? Do you think I'm just going to stand up and go, no? Is it a flex? If anything, like, you know, that's just a bit... I don't want to say it's embarrassing, because clearly he enjoys it, but, like, you know, it's all small and shit. Stood up and applauded, you keys. What? I want to grow up and be like you. Wait, is this what men dream about when they, you know, when they're getting that offered to them? Do they specifically ask, can you, like, start when it's, like... I like starting when it's, like, you know, when it's soft. What? When, you know, when it's, like, soft. Just this thing I've got. I know a couple of people watch this with their families. Apologies, guys. That is one of the times where like someone walks out the room and like offers the whole family a cup of tea and acts like they don't know what's happening on the telly. If anyone just did that, you've just been called out. My wife went to Turkey for new teeth, only to come home and get them knocked out again. No, we don't. No, we don't condone that. What's this guy called? Stephen. No, we don't condone that, Stephen. This is not a laughing matter, so right. Especially after she's got some new ones, right? She's been to Turkey. She's, you know, had all the business done over there. She's got a fresh set and then you're knocking them. Not fair, fella. Even if she had her old teeth, still not fair, right? This, you know, it's not fair. Especially when she's been a turkey. Come on. Right? She didn't go to Dalaman Airport for you to just knock them back out. That's ridiculous. Come on, Stephen. Especially when I think you've got her lips tattooed on you. You know, it's just, this isn't true love. If you're in a relationship like this, guys, no joke, leave. Leave. Okay? Nobody deserves the Stephen in their life.
There's a lather.
I'm
not sure what's up.
Idris, just leave him.
Idris, leave it.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid, yeah. So we have got, unfortunately.
He's a good kid. You know, obviously, I know he's murdered like 5 people, you know, 1 back to back. But he's a good kid at heart. Once you get past, you know, the wall he puts up, he's alright. Also, like, it's hilarious how, you know, just in current times, rather than, I guess, helping the police, I don't know what the situation is here. Helping one of them, you decide to just pull your camera out and vlog it. This is so funny. It's also hilarious how everyone's come out of their front doors to have a look. I remember in the flat that I grew up in, whenever someone was getting arrested, you would do this just unapologetically. You just like open your front door and just eat your crisps and just be like, ah, seen Andy? Yeah, police, yeah, they've got him, yeah. Like you just don't even care if they see you. I think I've told a little bit of this story before, but I remember one house I lived in. My next door neighbour was getting evicted because he held a betting shop up at gunpoint. You know, probably fair, I guess, from the landlord there. Fair choice. Fair decision, I think, you know. And I remember them just taking loads of guns out of his house, and I was just like hanging out my window, just staring, just like, what is going on here? Like, what is this, like, for real? Like, all the neighbours were just out watching, unapologetically. Like, all the police are here, can I do now, can they? Why is there so many police ones? Oh! What? I don't know what I'm, like, more concerned about in on, you know, a police car. The fact he's way so great. Would it kill you to drink some water, fella? Just a little bit. Christ! Someone get this man a bottle of Volvic. Really got him there, though. I guarantee after this, he, like, walked off. He zipped himself up, walked off, and felt, like, really hard. I've absolutely showed them there. I've had their life there. I know they weren't in the car, but honestly, I've just absolutely had the police there. They're not going to recover from this one, honestly.
Mate, do you want to come out and get out? Or you're okay there?
Look, can you get out? No, I'm working on it.
You're working on him?
I've got a really good foothold here. I think I can get out because I used to be a rock climber.
I'll say, mate, I'll give you a lift to get out, mate.
It's not rock. It's more water.
But what? They'll get no water in your beer then, yeah?
Well,
you agreed with me on that, didn't you?
This one makes me feel a little bit more uncomfortable. I don't know why. I think it's because this guy clearly doesn't look in a good state. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it is funny that he's somehow in the river. But I feel like pulling the camera out and just filming him when he's clearly, you know, in a predicament here. Just help the old man. Like, what? Is this a menu he's got? Like, is it a takeaway menu? I can't quite picture it. Is that like a kitchen's menu? I have no idea what that is, what he's reading. He might be just a bit hot. But I guess, like, why have you got 3 layers on if you're hot? And why would you jump in the lake? I don't really know what his, you know, his idea of fun is here, but he seems alright. Maybe he lives there, right? As no one, maybe he lives there. You're bothering him in his natural habitat here. I don't come to your house and film you, do I? Bloody inconsiderate asshole.
It's not your seat. He shouldn't be there. Others will tell you. Yes, some drivers will tell you. They'll make you go to the back of the bus because they say they're priority seats. Priority? You don't even understand a bloody picture you point. If you were a nice lady, you would have moved over and I would have taken.
Okay, I've got a suggestion. Old lady that, you know, you're obviously you want that seat because it's the closest to the door. But there is like an equivalent seat just right next to it, which has nobody sitting on either of the seats. So you could just sit there, you know. Like, you don't have to kick up a fuss. Like, it's not even that far away. It's a stone throw away, right? It's not even a stone throw away. You know, you can literally touch the people that are sitting in the seat that you want to sit in. Don't understand why you're making such a big fuss about this. No, I guess it would be nice for, you know, the people to give up their seat, because I guess that is like an elderly seat. But I'm pretty sure the one next to you as well is also an elderly seat. At least, like, I know every bus is like different up and down the country, but in the northeast, like the all of the front row is. So I wonder, like, I don't know why she's kicking up such a fuss here. Give them a chance, man. Give them a chance. Come on. I just realised how funny this is. How quick did they do it there? Let me see. Okay, yellow, green. Okay, like right on green. Right on air. Right on green. Can you imagine that person in the A-class Mercedes there at the front? Be like, huh? It's just went green, man. Work with us, yeah? Give us a chance. Ref, do something. I'm kind of here for this. I would never do this because I would just feel really embarrassed. I don't know why, but pressing your horn in general is just embarrassing. Even if the person in front of us does some sort of mass crime, I'm still not going to beep them. I'm just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to act like I'm just going to ignore this actually. Like this never happened. I don't think I've ever used me horn once in my life. I'm just too embarrassed to do it. Like, it's like if everyone's looking at us, I'm like, oh no, I'm alright actually. I wish I had the confidence to do this. How funny would this be, just going around in your car, just beeping at people as soon as it turns green? It's such a minor, like, it's a minor inconvenience for people. It doesn't ruin the day, but it just gets them thinking. Of course, it's in a Vauxhall Corsa as well. Vauxhall Corsa drivers, honestly, like, those are just like deathmobiles. Every single time I'm next to a Corsa, or a Corsa's in front or behind us, I fear for me life. Those people are reckless. When they're not sitting in McDonald's car park, they're causing absolute ructions.
Someone matching your description has drove past on a bike and called my colleague a wanker while he was dealing with a serious incident. Okay?
Oh, that's not. No, that's not. That's not nice. That's the bloody police, right? They're trying to solve a crime. They get called a wanker, right? They're in the place trying to solve the crime. Someone's pissing on their car. Haven't got a chance, man. Their legs are cut off before they even begin. You've got to have a couple of minutes for them, bless them. Come have a moment of silence for them, bless them.
Okay, Andrew, so drive on when you're ready, please.
Sorry. It's not in gear.
Car's broken.
No, it hasn't. Have you missed anything?
Oh, I've got to put it in gear.
Yes, it's a manual car, so you need...
This has got to be a skate.
Of course.
Right, yeah, don't need, you don't need to. The funny thing is, right, you do need to exaggerate. For people that have never learned how to drive, you do have to exaggerate you looking in the mirrors, especially on your test. Like, as soon as you pass your test, you don't actually drive how you did when you were learning to drive. You just kind of figure out how to drive. But for some reason, they do want you to, like, over-exaggerate it, but I think he's going too far with it. Like, he's going to give himself a herniated disc, for Christ's sake. It's the one where when he looks at us, that's a little bit unsettling. I don't know, there's just something about it that just kind of, puts us on edge. Yeah, not a fan.
Okay, so you've
Stalled it.
Right, okay, well, we'll give that another go.
Yeah.
Not again. Not again. Oh. I just don't. Driving's not for everyone. I feel like, obviously you're going to come against hurdles in your life, right? Issues. And you might fail the first time. You might fail the second time. But then sometimes you need to, kind of think, is this really worth it? And this is one of those times, son. I just don't know if this is for you. Come on, we'll give it another go. Come on.
So that was just the clutch coming up too quick. So once you've got the bike, set a little bit of gas and then bring the clutch up to the bike and just bring your left foot up really slow.
Alright, we'll give it another go.
No, not again, man.
Okay, a little bit of gas, slowly up. Okay, that's much better. Okay, and don't go fast in first.
Oh, so...
Okay.
It's got to be a skate. It has to be a skate. This is the type of drivers that I'm behind when I'm in a rush. Like, he checks his mirrors, man. Come on. I think Andrew needs a bicycle. Is he playing a character or is it genuine? Is he playing a... I'm on me knee. Is he playing a character? There's something like out of Game of Thrones or something. Why is he playing a character for? Apparently this guy has loads of videos on this on this driver training channel. I think it's like a driving instructor has a TikTok. Oh god, you would never want him to pass. He's gonna pay off your mortgage with this. It's a shame those badges on his top were driving badges. Bro is looking for blind spots in the blind spot. Yeah, he's just being extra cautious. He's trying to predict if something could come out of the blind spot. Let him be.
Some foreigners that are coming over and taking our jobs, yeah, and not even working. And they're working.
They take our jobs if they're not working.
Because they do it. They do it. Simple as that.
So true, bestie. So true. They're not working and then they're taking my jobs. It's honestly so true. Oh my god. I lost a bet. Now I have the Ibiza final boss on my leg. Oh my god, that is some forfeit for a bet. That's too far. It's so big. It's like his entire cough. Oh my god, imagine just you know when like this meme eventually just isn't talked about anymore and like people forget about it. You're gonna have to explain this. You know when you have kids, you're gonna have to explain why this random bloke with a bit of a weird trim is on your leg. I really hope the bet was worth it. Like I really hope like, you know, the possible victory of this bet was like owning £1 million mansion. Because that is the only way that I would ever enter myself into a predicament like this where this is the forfeit. Okay, so someone's posted a selfie on TikTok and then put a message in from their ex who tried to downplay cheating on them. Technically, I didn't cheat because she was family. Okay, this might take the biscuit for, you know, being the worst thing a British person has ever said. Don't say that. Just leave that context out if it's true. If anything, that just makes things 10 times worse. If anything, actually, it's a bit better. I'm trying to think if, you know, if I got cheated on, they were like, oh, it's alright, it was just me brother. Like, that's an instant W for me. But it was already a W for me because you cheated and you're the asshole. I don't know how I feel about that. That I was with someone that slept with someone within their family. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of just in a trance, just hoping that doesn't happen.
Why are you sending videos to a child, George? Oh. It's wrong. Yeah? And unfortunately, we have to show you now, yeah? Because there's a lot of kids around here. We just heard adult kids playing there.
Where?
What do you mean, where? Why are you looking?
Oh, they are.
God, you know what? He didn't look interested at all in that conversation until he heard the word. He was like, where? He was like a meerkat straight up. Also, can you not just like, do you really need to finish your beans? Put the plate down, fella. This is a very serious moment in your life that is happening right now. These are always like the worst videos ever and also like the best videos ever because the best thing that these people are getting caught. But they're like the people, when they're filmed, they just never seem, you know, sorry for doing it. They always just seem like they're kind of trying to play it off or they just get defensive about it. They never just say sorry. Not that that fixes anything, but like they just never seem like they don't believe they're doing anything wrong. It's so creepy.
When I was 9, my mum sat me down for a really important conversation about how it was normal to fancy a boyfriend. And I was like, Mum, honestly, I don't fancy a boyfriend. She was like, no, you do. And it's really normal. And you know, he doesn't have the same feelings for you. And I was like, bro, I'm literally 9. Like, I don't fancy a boyfriend.
Oh my God, what? Okay, so the mum seems like the Brit being an idiot here. So your mum was trying to convince you when you were 9 years old that you fancied her boyfriend. Why? What would she get out of that? This is interesting.
And then basically, she went on to the conversation. She was like, I know you have feelings for your dad as well. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't have feelings for my dad. What a strange thing to say. And she was like, no, like, you do, and your dad has an interest in you as well. And then basically she stopped me being able to see my dad for 2 years because she told the social worker that my dad had a romantic interest in me.
You know, sometimes I think, like, my childhood, I'm like, you know what, yeah, been through it a bit. Nah. Bloody hell, love. I hope you're okay. This is really bad. This is so cruel as well because, like, when you're, you know, especially when you're 9 years old, you're very much kind of just, you know, taking in what is normal and what is not normal. You know, you're kind of trying to figure out what your beliefs are from, like, a, you know, like a young age. You're just kind of learning a lot about the world. And if this is ingrained into you from a young age, this is going to be so hard to, like, unright because it's kind of been programmed as normal. So it's not like someone saying this to you as an adult where you can differentiate from that's so stupid. You can't really do that as a child, which just makes it really evil.
And basically we weren't allowed to see each other even though my dad was the only person who kept me safe. And then basically one time she accused me of sleepwalking because I walked in on them having nookie, and she basically said that I wanted to break them up because I was so jealous because I wanted to date my mum's boyfriend, and she was like, you can't date your dad and my boyfriend, like that's not fair.
Oh yeah, that's the issue here. Right, no two-timing, love. Alright, you're 9. You can't date my boyfriend and your dad, that's not fair. Okay, that's just not fair. Like, if I can't, you can't. What? Like, this almost seems... I'm not saying, like, she's definitely not making it up. But if someone made this up, you wouldn't believe them.
And then, what she started doing was putting holes in her clothes with a knife and saying that I was doing it. And she told everybody that I was putting holes in her clothes because I fancied her boyfriend and I didn't want her to look nice. And then I had a meeting with the social worker and a group of people who were trying to figure out why I was putting, like, 2 seconds. holes in my mum's clothes, and I was like, I'm not putting holes in my mum's clothes, and they were like, yes you are, and I was like, no I'm not. And then she started selling all her like perfumes and jewellery, and then she started telling people that I was stealing her perfumes and jewellery because I was so obsessed with her boyfriend, that I was trying to get money to buy him a gift. And I was like, bro, like I'm literally 9, like where would I be selling and pawning your jewellery off to? Anyway, yeah.
That was a bit of a trauma dump, but she looked like she needed to say that. Like, she looked like that was, like, on her chest for so long, and I know very much that when you kind of do dump, you know, trauma on the internet, it's weirdly helpful. Like, I imagine that would have really helped her, because it's almost like, you know, I am talking to use right now, like you're watching, but I'm alone in here, so you can kind of just process your thoughts a lot better than you can when you're in a room with even one other person. I know it seems like she's got a baby in the room with her, but obviously that doesn't really count because they don't know what you're saying. But this hopefully has helped her, because her mum, that is honestly so cruel. What a diva! Slay Queen! He's actually pretty good. Wait, who is the audience here? Because the person at the bus stop who was sitting down is given nothing. Like, tough crowd. I think he moved on to the cars. If anything, this is what I want at a bus stop, as long as they don't speak to us. But if they're just dancing in front of us, I'll be like, yeah. Alright, no, I'm actually going to start doing this, just putting a performance on for, like, you know, my fellow passengers. Why not? Everyone will know me as the dancing busboy. Don't worry, I'll take this one for the team. I'll offer tonight's evening entertainment free of charge. I do accept tips. Oh my god, what? I was quite far away. Okay, Hannah, don't leave this in. Oh. Alright. I felt like Professor Quirrell there. You know, when he takes his headscarf off and Voldemort on the back of his head. Trolls in the dungeon! Oh, God, that was awful. Okay, well, that's a treat for you at the end of this video. That's what you get for staying to the end. Don't say I ever don't reward you. You can have that one for free. We do have a full series of Brits being idiots. We even have Brits being idiots abroad. We even have American being idiots now. Honestly, we've got a full-fledged series here. This will cover you for the full night. Go on a binge watch. You don't need to go anywhere else. I've got you covered as a donor. Okay, that's what I do for my community. In the next one, I'll see you later.
Kirkham, baby.